So this will be the Consulate game you sent me.
Watch out.
I think they have a mixture, yeah.
Let's do admin take. Let's do an admin take. Let's do an admin take.
I'm gonna push the spiral. I'm gonna push the spiral stairs in case TV says.
No, it's not a smart call. Push admin, don't push spiral. You push spiral if it's a late flank or so, and it's made more just kind of as a last resort type thing because there's no real reason to be pushing spiral. It's kind of just you fucked up somewhere else and now you just have to, or it's over because you really it's a last resort thing. Anyway, can't really talk about operators because you have everyone you need. So I'm guessing the sledge is just who am I supposed to go, and bam, sledge is the answer.
Yeah, I got it.
Good to check spawns.
That's where I keep getting way more quick. Okay, well.
One is in the hatch. One is in the hatch.
Yeah, I'm scanning.
Droning.
Lots of hats, and I lost my drone. You're not the drone. The left side, the south side of admin is clear, but I don't know. You're gonna have to drone. Okay, he ran out.
So nobody was paying attention to that, and that's really all that happened. That's why, I mean, if you're rappelling up there, I hate when people enter there. If the buck is one of your guys, tell him not to do that, not to just open it up, because it just fucks over anybody rappelling an admin. And that's really all it is. And show me where the buck is. Here's buck is. Buck on admin.
Midnight is already on another window.
What window is that? Okay, I think this is this printer?
There's Legion in admin office. Legion in admin office.
I mean, it really doesn't matter if he's there. He opened up the door, then went to go rappel on a window, and just let a run out happen. Really, he opened up a door because he had no reason. He had no idea what he really wanted to do. Opened it up, realized he wanted to go rappel somewhere else, rappelled there, and that really just what fucked you over. So with that, and you win. Good job.
This time we'll probably.
If it has how we eat at but second floor again.
Mute.
I'm not gonna push Visa this time. I think I'm gonna push bathroom. Yeah, they have two guys in admin office at least. They have a mute,
Yeah.
Legion.
Second
Admin
floor,
office. So,
well, I think it's
I'm
our best
pushing
bet,
the
as long as I'm gonna put the claymore down this time.
I'm pushing to bathroom. You want me to throw a grenade in?
Let me throw it out first.
Good call. But you just said let me drone it out first, and now you're throwing the nade. Come on.
Jaeger? No, Jaeger put ADS. Jaeger's on the north side. Jaeger's north side of admin. On ping.
Okay, so if you do drone these... If you drone this right now, the drone's not going to do anything for you, because you have... Any information you get, you're not rappelling, so you can't take any of the fights.
Yeah, I put a claymore down.
You don't have to worry about a run out from there, because these two windows you can't get jumped out. They can't jump out of these two windows. So because of that, you can rappel up further if you want to. It's really the only run out you have to worry about is the one down there. These two windows are completely safe just because they I mean, you can't jump out of them. Consulate, I don't know why, but they designed it to be about a foot higher or a foot or two higher, and you have to take stairs to get into it. And because of that, you can't do runouts on most of the top windows.
One is in yellow.
Jaeger was an admin. Bandit dead.
Okay, so twice you've gotten killed on this window, repelling in the same way. Either you're gonna have to, I'd say, either go into a custom game or terrorist hunt and do the repelling there and learn what angles and how you can clear out the common angles that people hold, or don't go to these windows again, because I mean it's hard to fight these windows. It really is. You need a coordinated team, droning, nading, doing everything. So trying to just continuously fight them is really a pain. So until you really become comfortable at playing the windows, I'd say don't try and play them, and instead try and go for other types of takes.
Dude, he shot me through a non-range. What the fuck? He shot me through a bulletproof wall.
Anyway.
Vigil alibi.
One evil eye behind the car garage, another evil eye on the right side when you first launch the garage.
Vigil alibi.
One evil eye behind.
Knowing where the bomb is, it probably would have been better just to save the drone and put it somewhere else. And well, not put it somewhere else, just keep it outside, because knowing that they're below admin isn't really going to help you take the top floor. So it'd be better I think it'd be better just to just bring it outside to wherever you spawn, pick it up, and now you have 2 drones.
The car garage, another evil eye on the right side.
Why does she reinforce that? That's a weird reinforcement, but okay.
Oh no. No, I'm not gonna push this. I'm gonna push through the spiral stairway and get in through the basement that way. So
Crap, this one in the wrong place.
Good.
I've got 2 jammers.
Alright, so you just ran across the map. Okay. So 1, you just ran across the map. So at that point, just spawn either over on the northwest or on the south. Whichever one. I prefer the northwest over the south just because I hate dealing with the spawn killers. Then with this, you need to be making a call out that ping that and just say the defenders just open this up. They're playing inside of console office. And on knowing that, you should be shooting that you should ping there and then try and figure out where exactly that is in console office, because if you want to effectively take this site, you need to do a roam clear, because you need to be able to establish vertical pressure in the in piano, which allows you to clear out the entirety of garage.
One evil eye?
No. Drones. Use your drones. You have no idea if somebody's over in the cubby area to your left. You don't know if anybody was in here, if anybody was holding close to this window, and you don't know if you have no idea where that impact came from. So get to cover, throw your drone yourself in, make sure this room is clear, see if yellow stairs is clear, see if the long desk area is clear, and then go from there. Right now there can be someone inside of this room. Next, if you're going to be holding this angle, repel the other way so that you're leaning to the right, because right now you're not using this for cover, and there's no other cover over here. So you're kind of just in the middle of the window and your entire head is exposed. However, if you're over on this side, you're leaning to your right, then it's still it's only going to be something like 60% or 70% of your head. And yes, it's still the majority of it, but you're still in cover, and that can help you a lot.
I'm in storage. I repeat, I'm in storage.
All right, good on the kill there. Now, so really the change I would make here is I would be rappelling up and then leaning over to the right rather than the left and being down. Basically the opposite of what you're doing. Because most people aren't aiming up. They're going to be aiming at about the level that you're at, roughly over here. So you could be doing that, and then you could also be rappelling upside down to be holding this angle, which could also be really strong. But that's something you just have to get comfortable with.
Master
Okay.
the corner on pin.
You have a drone, use the drone. So the thing is that this entire, like, yes, you got the kill, however, you're just holding an angle, and you're relying on the enemy to come into your line of sight to kill. You're basically relying on the enemy to just walk into your line of sight. You're not really pushing for the kill, and you're not really forcing them to do anything. If that Jaeger just sat connector, then you would never have gotten that kill. I think this is Jaeger anyway, I really don't know. But if he just sits somewhere and doesn't actually come crouch walking around because he's impatient, then then you're not going to get that kill. It's still going to be a 5v5.
Mutant Legion playing pipes. Mutant Legion pipe.
Okay. So this is kind of the droning thing. It's the reason why one, you should have been droning a bit earlier. I mean, you've been here for at least 30 seconds, no droning, relying on 2 people to come peek you, and they did peek you. However, when you... This is kind of just the timing thing, where peeks just as you throw it. Good for getting down. And I would say it's arguable how you took that fight. Yeah, I mean, I would have preferred it if you went a little bit over to the right more, so you could go a little bit up without her knowing it, and then you're peeking at a different area than where your head was last time. Your head was about here when you threw the drone or so. Actually, probably a little bit higher, but either way, they're still expecting you to be somewhere around that general area when you are peeking. And because of that, if you can come in at a different head level, they have to adapt to your new positioning. And you're already going to have to adapt to hers because you had to go down into cover. So at least there, you're putting it at a fair fight. Here, this isn't really a fair fight. This is you're in kind of the worst situation in this spot, just because you're peaking at roughly the same. You're peaking at the same level in roughly the same spot. So it just requires a micro adjustment to actually kill you. While for them it requires just a micro adjustment to kill you. While you also have to then go peek, aim in again, because I mean, she was here, you killed her about there, so you had to go change your aim, and so it was a harder fight for you to win. At least by changing your head level, you would have turned it into a fair fight, in my opinion.
Okay, do you want to go for an A push then?
Tell them to... Actually, no, that's what you're talking about.
They're all on site.
Okay, you got the call, they're all on site. At that point, rappel in, trust the call, drop this hatch, and then start destroying the floor. If you don't know the spots, I will show you.
What the?
You don't know the spots, I will show you.
By the hole, behind the white van, to the cardboard box. Behind the cargo box, right side, that's yeah.
Never stand directly on top of the hole. Always stand kind of over here, because if you just stand on top of the hole, you're only seeing straight down. However, if the enemy is over here, they can look up and see you. If they're over here, they can look up and see you. So it's better just to hit in front of you and then look like that.
I'm planting. Oh my.
Hold from above. Hold from above. Nice one.
So really just the team wasn't holding the proper angles, but That came down also to, I'm not sure if you know the angles to above. I'll show you them once I'm done with this, because there's some pretty common angles that let you cut off the entirety of the
Dude,
garage.
you wouldn't believe it. I saw the blood pop out from a headshot from.
Most
and he
likely a
still
neck
survived.
shot.
Yeah, no, he couldn't hold that position if
The majority of the time that you think you hit the head, you hit the neck.
he just bucked above him.
And yes, you get blood, but
And he still survived.
what are the bands? Yeah, they're not bad bands. And the Jackal's kind of the most iffy one, but other than that, they're all good bands,
Yeah,
I'd say.
no.
Let's see. You're going upstairs. So one thing is, I would kind of recommend Mozzie instead of Mute, because he's kind of seeing a lot more play now, just because he's kind of a hybrid between Valkyrie and Mute. You can use his gadget to stop the drones like Mute, but then you can also take control of them like a Valkyrie would, and so you can gain information. His guns are decent, so if you ever are if you're kind of questioning who to go, I'd say Mozzie's a pretty good choice on the defense. And you're upstairs, so you don't have to be worried about bandit tricking or stopping a hard breach or anything like that. So
Connector here.
Alright.
Bro, don't make it over there, Legion.
Impact here, please. Impact here.
Alright, you should be worried more about the setup right now, not getting these jammers down. However, if you want to get the jammers down effectively, you put one on yellow stairs, you put one on Visa stairs, you put one on spiral staircase. You can move them once the round has started. However, the point of them is just to stop drones from gumming up, and by doing that, you stop all of them. Right here, this is you put one here on Visa stairs, you put one here on yellow stairs. You can put it right here. It doesn't really matter. Both work.
Connector here. Bro, don't
And then you put one on the staircase over here.
make
Those
it over
three
there,
drones,
Legion.
you stop all
Back
information
here,
from
back
coming
here.
upstairs.
We have a shot.
No, I need an impact so I can watch the angle. Impact.
You have a shotgun. If an impact is called... Okay, I'm not sure you actually... I don't know if you've actually seen the setup I showed. Let's see. Is this the... No, this is the one. Trying to remember if I have... I remember I showed a setup before, but I'm not sure if I've shown you this setup. Because it could have possibly been from... It could have possibly been from when I did it for someone else and they asked me to make their video private. So, and they asked me to make it private just because they wanted to play competitively, so they didn't want kind of their mistakes being out there. But with that, hold up. Let's see, do I... Okay, no, I didn't do it there. Okay, no, I don't think I've actually shown you the setups for this map. Okay, my bad. Thought I had, so I will...
Like a white baby.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you don't know what the fuck you're doing here.
I am.
Okay, you don't know it. It's fine. Okay, I will... This is my bad. I will show you the setups that you should be running.
I wonder what you guys gonna say about this angle when he watches the video.
Oh, hey, that's me.
Open your admin.
You're mute. You have nitro cells. If they're really playing the balcony, just chunk a nitro cell out. You have a good chance of getting a kill. Yes. Yes. Good adaptation. Okay, at that point, okay, good, good. You're moving, you're learning. I destroy the potted plant behind you. I think you can, I'm not sure. Anyway, this is not the fight to take, mainly because it's kind of a high risk, not really too much of a reward thing, because like you got the kill, yes, but you also hear the repelling. So it'd be better just to wait back and figure out what's going on, because you don't know if they're repelling here, you don't know if they're repelling on the you don't know if they're repelling down on the, what is it? The railing over here. You don't know if they're repelling on the wall over here or the wall over here. You don't know if they're repelling from upside down. All you know is they're repelling. They could even just be somewhere over there on one of the windows, or all the way over there. There's a lot of places they can repel up, so it's better just to play a bit more passively.
B window.
At this point, just wait.
Connector window, connected.
Don't make connector on left, connector window. Don't make connector on left. I think I know who's saying that, and I think I know what he means by it. I think he's talking about the rotate hole. Probably made right there. However, that's a common rotate hole. The issue is that a lot of people try and play inside of B when you really just gotta turn into a kill box.
Which admin?
Okay, go. That is a... Okay, good. You recognize that the fuse charge was going off. Now, I would have liked it if instead of going for the window, you instead decided to jump out there and go for the kill. Because although it's more risky, I mean, a fuse is just there. And that's what I would do. And if someone's holding the angle, you're dead. However, I want my kill. I want my kill, so that's what I'm doing. Really, it depends on the play style you're going up against. If you know they're playing as a team, and they're holding angles, and they're working not by themselves, then don't do that. However, if they're playing solo, go jump out that window and go rock his world.
Grappling, B window, B window.
I've got an angle.
I think there are 2 people out there, so let's not jump out.
I'll open up the hatch for you.
Because you can get shot from the window here. Because if they repel upside down here, they can kill you pretty easy.
B window, B window.
Okay, so with that, let's see. Alright, so this is kind of, I'd say you gotta work on your aim a little bit with this, because if you basically you come into, wait, can I just, okay. Hold up. Let's go back a little bit. So you come this far over to where fuse is. You should have been going more just you clear the, first you clear the angle in front of you, and then you work over a little by little by little. And I don't mean to do that as in like do it slowly. You need to do it quickly, but you need to make sure that you're not missing anything. This is missing because you're literally another, basically 2 bodies over. This fuse is fat, so he counts as like 1.5 bodies. Now, you do get the down, so good on that. Okay. Most likely, that came from the, it didn't come from, well, actually, I don't think it came from downstairs. I think it came from the wall right over here. That's what I'd be assuming. Now, with that, I would be getting out of this corner, because if your position should be known, and based off of that, I would, as well as with this being able to get destroyed, I would be trying to play more over here because that lets me move into cover behind the table, while also letting me play close enough for the shotgun that if they push in, they're going to be in barbed wire. They're going to be a one-shot to my shotgun, but they're also going to be in a crossfire with the connector over there.
Nomad dead.
I got it mid. Yeah, I'm holding angle. I'm gonna help. I'm
Oh
holding
my
angle.
god, I missed the shots. Twitch is on admin. Admin, Twitch admin.
20 seconds. So
Oh, long hallway, Twitch thing. He's going back.
Let him push. I got angle. Let him push. I got angle.
Alright.
Let him push.
That was bad of you for opening it up. Now this wall should actually be reinforced. I'll show you this setup later, but with that, these two walls should be reinforced, and you should be relying on the Maestro and the Jaeger to deal with the hallway while you deal with the door.
Last one's yellow stairs.
Stay patient.
I think, oh no, wait.
Yeah. I mean, you played aggressive. I don't think that was good. There was no reason for you to push right there. If you wait, he comes to you. 7 seconds left. No point in trying to just go get kills, I would say. This round, like, you played aggressive at times, and I disagree with it. I think it'd be better if you played a bit more passive. Now, yes, you did get 3 kills. However, I'd say a lot of that comes down to the shotgun, where you were able to you basically took one of the most favorable engagements you possibly could 3 different times, except the Twitch one, just because you didn't have information on her and you just shot through a wall. But really, I kind of wish you played more passively here against the Buck, because there's no reason to push. 7 seconds, sit right here. He has to come to you. He has to hit barbed wire. You win. Go for the win, not for the kills.
I think, oh no, wait. No, white. Whatever.
Yellow stays. Whoa, nice.
White.
Because wait.
Okay, cafeteria defense. Mute coming out.
It's banned.
Mira is banned.
Where do you need my reinforcement? I got.
Ash.
I think that's what
Yo, I got one reinforcement. Really want.
I'll get the hatch.
Where do you need my reinforcement? I got. Yo, I got one reinforcement. Really want.
Put it here.
So one thing is, when you're putting down your mute jammers, try to make sure they're as parallel to the wall as possible, just because this makes it stick out a little bit more to the doorway, where kind of if you were able to put it closer to here, it's harder for the enemy to see that from outside the doorway, and they have to peek in a little bit more to actually get an angle on it, which just, I mean, if they have to expose themselves more than they want to, then that can give you picks. Okay. And the next thing is you have 2 reinforcements and you haven't really used them. So although this mute jammer is protected, you should probably get it just in the middle of the hallway over here, behind you, because, well, one, you need to get in the middle of the hallway behind you, because, I mean, if they're already in the position they can shoot it, then you're gonna have to be more going for gunfights no matter what, and the information isn't gonna help too much because they probably would have cleared you out of garage by then. So it's more just you would have to you basically would treat the mute as the jammer as a signaling device, where it's just once it gets shot, you realize you have to deal with the back, and that's where they're coming from. Then this wall, you normally want to rotate right there, because that allows you to rotate all around the site without without having to worry about pressure from above, because this is really the only rotate hole that's actually, I'd say, safe from vertical pressure, besides from the hatch and main lobby somewhere around there. So you normally want a rotate hole there.
I think
Next thing is your mute. There's no bandit, so you probably want to use 2 of your mute jammers on the wall instead of just
Thermite is dead. Thermite is dead.
instead of just for drones. Now, if they are running Thatcher, then yes, use it for drones. But unless you know they have Thatcher, then just
First floor.
keep the mute and use him to stop the utility from being used.
Visa's clear. Visa's clear. Lobby's clear. Oh no, Nomad is main entrance. She's air jumping spiral.
Buck. Main lobby.
One piano or bathroom.
Oh, so running Thatcher.
Nomad first floor. Piano.
Restarting piano.
Look for that. Figure out where that is. Yes, someone's trying to come down yellow stairs right now, but they're not in. Unless they were right about here, they're not really an active threat. But that hole above you can be an active threat on you. You have no idea where it is, so you need to make sure that it is not on your position.
Stairs, Maverick, yellow stairs.
Because if it was, you'd be killed right now.
Thatcher, 1 HP, spiral stairs. Maverick, yellow stairs. Nomad first floor, piano.
Alright. You fucked up the throw, but also you exposed yourself to go throw that. It would have been better just to play patiently behind this black sedan, holding the pixel peak, because by throwing that, it fucks your it doesn't fuck you. If somebody's trying to play aggressively on yellow stairs, if they peek during this time, you're exposed, you're dead. There are people that will capitalize on that. You're out of cover for roughly 3 seconds there. 3 seconds is a lot of time. At times that can be a lot of time. So if you're exposed for 3 seconds, that can be huge. You were spotted, you have to move. So there was really no reason to detonate that nitro cell. You at least would have had the chance of winning the gunfight here. However, you just fucked up. That's all I can say. You fucked up here. Wasn't really anything special. It's just you went to blow up the nitro cell as you had no cover. It's not gonna do. The nitro cell is not gonna do anything, so you may as well just leave it there. So. That really, you just shouldn't have blown it up. Just keep holding the angle, back up, go to cover. But really, that's just bad timing. And, timing gets you killed in this game. It really does. Good, you're on cams. Move throughout the cams. You saw someone? There we go.
Viral.
Yellow?
Okay, this you should be telling Legion, I have spiral staircase. I'm watching spiral staircase with the Maestro cam. I'll tell you when to peek. And then just say peek 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 or something, and you're good. However, remember, that's up to you. If you think that this Hibana can possibly win this Nomad can possibly win the gunfight because her head is already pre-aimed at the Legion, then you may say, hold up, she's aiming at you, she has you like pre-aimed and stuff. And you just say, play patiently, and then just say, Doc, shoot to the wall, and you can make the call. Now that's something you get with experience, knowing whether or not you should tell someone to peek. It can get them kills, it can also get them killed. It's something you just have to learn.
Spire. Alright.
There we go. Overall, nothing really major. With that, I will.
I said, I got fucking shot.
Internet's always mad. Internet mad. Anyway, I will show you the some basic defensive strategies for here, because I thought I had done it, but in the end I had done it for a video that I made unlisted. So I'll show you kind of just some basic strategies, and I may just go and like actually go through each of the maps and try and create just like some basic setups for you, just so you can see it, because you're lucky that the enemy didn't read into what you were doing, because you on the attack upstairs, when you were defending upstairs, you could really have fucked over your team by shotgunning open the bathroom. And I will show you why. That is terrorist hunt. Local. Create. Good. Let's see. I need to switch teams, and we're good. Still don't think shields are in the game, which annoys me. I love my shields.
Protect the bombs.
Okay, so basic setup. First, you cannot hold inside a B actively. There is nowhere you can sit. From here, you can get shot through the window. If this isn't reinforced, you can get shot from up top of here. So, you can't sit here. You can't sit anywhere in here. Here is exposed to the window. Here you can get grenaded. It's also exposed to there. So there's nowhere really to actively sit. Due to that, what you do is you reinforce the middle panel here, and then you open up a rotate hole, maybe a kill hole, depending on whether or not you want it. You can switch the sides of these if you want to, doesn't really matter, but really it's you just have the one reinforcement there. Then, the purpose of this reinforcement, by the way, is so you can literally just sit here. That's the only purpose. You sit here, they try and swing in, you peek. So, first reinforcement there. Reinforcement number 2 goes right here. This wall, you then have a shotgun, and you shotgun out the bottom of it like that. You can do it for the entirety of the wall if you want to. Doesn't really matter. But you're not playing inside of the B-bomb. The reason why is you're going to have somebody playing yellow stairs, and so if they try and go for B, well, as they're trying to swing in, you can shoot them, because this wall right here is soft. Not sure why the wall exists, but it does. So you can see them rappelling in through the window. You can also, that's the default plant spot, so you can shoot the default plant spot inside of B from here. This is basically just the setup being used now by most teams. So 2 reinforcements used. Number 3 and 4 go on these 2 walls. The purpose of this is it stops the angles coming from the window. Teams, if they're going for a console push, which is from the west, they will put somebody here. Sometimes it's Hibana, so she can open this up. However, if it's a buck, then you can just open that up, and now you could open up all of this wall, and you can see all of this. So you have no way to rotate. But anyway, these 2 are reinforced. This is reinforced. This is shotgunned out. That's reinforced. So in total, you've used 4 reinforcements. Number 5 goes here. Purpose of this, you can sit right here safely, and if bathroom is opened from a Hibana, you can still safely sit here. Then, you then put the next 2 reinforcements on these walls. So with that, that is 2 reinforcements, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So with this, you open it up. It doesn't have to be a rotate hole, doesn't have to be a crawl hole or crouch hole or anything, it just has to be open. Because it's used as a kill angle from here to the doorway. You can also go here if you wanted to do it, but this is really the purpose of it. So the person playing here, normally a Doc or a Maestro with an ACOG, is holding this angle, and then from there, if they try and push long desk, very easy to swing out on it, as well as if they want to, they can move back and have a little bit of cover. However, from here, they can contest inside of A. They can also contest anyone trying to flank, I mean not flank, but push from the long desk. So this is a pretty important position. Then you've used a total of, I think, 8 reinforcements. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 6 reinforcements. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think 7 reinforcements. I don't think I missed one. That's 3 reinforcements to do whatever. So, I think it's 3 anyway. With that, 8 goes here. 9 goes here. Now the purpose of this one cuts off angles into A. The bomb sometimes goes down there, so if this is soft and they can just hold this angle, you're not going to be able to defuse easily. And then the purpose of this is sometimes you have a rotate hole. Now sometimes you can put a mirror window here if you wanted it, if she's in play. And if you do that, you have to have that reinforced as well. But you put a mirror window here, you look into admin, it sees a lot. And that's but really it's just really besides the default reinforcements of these 2, this one and this one, so 4, 5, 6, and 7, really those are the default reinforcements. You don't need to have any more than that. I mean, you can if you want to. You can put them wherever you want to, but it doesn't matter. Then you can just do reinforcements like that. Then if you want to, you can throw a Maestro cam up here. Long angle down there. And really those are the reinforcements. Now, for the actual setup about how you play it, you put one person here. Normally an ACOG, it's a Doc, a Rook, a Maestro, whatever you want. Doesn't matter, but basically someone comfortable with contesting that angle and fighting there. Then with this person here, they can't rappel in there because you can just swing like that. As well as person number 2, normally a Jaeger will play yellow stairs, and I like having barbed wire right about here. The reason I like having it there is as a Jaeger, I like to hold right about here, because most of the time people will nade either here or here. If this is opened, if this is closed, you can sit right here, and most grenades are going to land somewhere around that area. But then if this gets opened and flashbangs coming in, then you need to move here, or you need to move further back here, because the nade is probably going to go to try and land right about there. Now, it could theoretically come from there, bounce off here, and land here. However, it could also bounce off land there as when you're there. So it's kind of just a gamble. But the Jaeger's going to have an ADS down either here or here, somewhere in cover from the skylight. And then one in his pocket so that, okay, this one just got burned. Puts the second one down. And you're probably not going to put the second one down right here where you get naded from there, there, and there. Just instead, move back, put it down. Now, you may want to have this reinforced if you're playing here. However, so you'd put another 2 reinforcements here instead of in admin. However, you may instead want to have a rotate hole, because you can just rotate in like this, and you're relatively safe from this window. The main issue is not this window, it's the skylight. As you're rotating here, you will get caught out, and if they're ready for it, they can kill you. So it's just something that's kind of lucky. It's kind of like just you get away with luck, or if they're not paying attention, or if you know they're not. But this is kind of where Jaeger plays. So you have Jaeger here, and you have ACOG here. Then I like having a smoke here, because he can contest everything he needs to. What's this? What's this? Oh, they're trying to rappel in. Okay, okay, throw my smoke. What's this? They're trying to come in through the door over there. Okay, throw my smoke. What's this? They're trying to come in through the window. Throw my smoke. What's that? This is this is a pretty default planting spot right about here. What's that? They're in the default plant spot. Okay, throw my... Okay, come out, come out here, throw smoke. Throw smoke right there. This will gas somebody planting here. You're good. So, smoke is playing here. Then another thing. Someone's on balcony. You can peek like this. It is dangerous. However, you can get kills like that. Just an angle that exists. And the person playing here, you're safe from here. You're safe from here. And most of the time, people don't repel connector. But oh no, what happens if they do? Safe. So, remember, that's reinforced. And you can just play like this. You can peek if you want to. You could also run into A if the walls aren't reinforced just yet. So, because of that, that's just something you can do. And then with that, I mean, A is either a kill box, but you can hold inside of it. And that's kind of the 3 main positions. 1 on yellow, 1 in bathroom, 1 in connector. Then you can... I like putting the next 2 players over in admin office, whoever they are, because if you can rotate around effectively, you can be really strong in admin. Because what's this? Okay, you start out like right here. What's that? They throw a drone in, shoot drone, move. Okay, I think right here you're actually in cover. You're in cover for the most part, so you can play here. You have to worry about that window though. However, most people don't open that up. Now, if you do need to get by, you can rotate back here. You're in cover from the column. Most people don't shoot through this looking for you. You also have that column there. So from here, you're relatively safe. What's that? They repel in. Okay, come up, shoot, 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 shoot. You can kill them. And that's kind of how you can hold this area.
The time limit has been reached.
But the big thing is that by opening up bathroom, in your game, that can screw over your team, especially, like, imagine they put a Blackbeard there. The fuck are you gonna do? Anyway, with that, there are ways to attack this. And you have 2 pushes, admin push and console push.
We need to locate a bomb.
And I hate both of them.
10 seconds to
I
go.
prefer console a bit more just because I hate taking admin office. And
5 seconds to go.
you kind of see why. You need a team to really do it.
A bomb
So
must be
in order to
located
effectively
and
do a push onto the admin office, but it's admin push because you're either attacking admin as your primary place or you're attacking console office, which is literally the objective all the way down there. But you need to basically get a Nomad or Claymore there. You then put somebody here on this. You put someone there. You then put 2 more people there and there. Then you have one person. They're gonna throw up their drone. Their goal is to basically just drone you guys in, while person number 5, once either the Nomad or Claymore is put there, comes around and just waits for a run out. Somebody's gonna come. They always do. They love it. And when they do, what's that? You're ready, get the kill. So with that, you have the three. So you have one person watching the run out. You have one person droning. If you're gonna drone, I'd say drone and cover right here with your gun already pre-aimed here, or just drone right here, kind of laying down so you're in cover from here while also possibly able to get a refrag. But with that, two repelling there, one repelling here. You have to have something on this window if you want to repel here. Now with that, you need to basically, I'd say you need to have like multiple people droning this, where you have one or two people who are repelling also drone. So I would throw this in, check, is this clear, okay. Are they holding on top of there, are they holding over here? Well, if they're holding, depending on what they're holding, maybe I nade there. If I see, okay, they're holding, some people may like to hold here, you can nade that. Really, like, you can nade that, you can come, like, if you go here. That landed right about here. That's it. Yeah, landed somewhere around here, would have killed them. But really it just comes down to droning and then looking for picks. So this person, you go in little by little, clear the angles, clear the angles, clear the angles. Shoot, 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 shoot. Kind of pre-firing a little bit. Or you may want to bring grenades over here, because you can grenade most of the area around here. Like, you can come over here. If anybody was playing around this area, they are now dead, because I landed somewhere around here. You have to practice the nades. It's not just something you get instantly. Go into terrorist hunt, you have unlimited ammo. But with that, you clear this area. And now from here, you have 4 of the members push in. Now you need a Hibana for this, and probably a Thatcher. But basically, if you're attacking upstairs, bring Hibana. If you're attacking downstairs, the basement, bring Thermite. Really, bring Hibana unless you're attacking basement, at which point bring Thermite. The reasoning is Thatcher, Hibana, come around. You Thatcher, Hibana this. You can now see behind the desk. Like that. And now that's really the only cover inside of this room. But basically, you're gonna have one person right here. Well, 1 or 2 people, really just depending on what you want to do. You're gonna be taking control of this area with 4 people. You're gonna make sure that they can't flank in some way. Maybe it's a nomad right there. Maybe you have a flank drone watch. Something, doesn't really matter. Then you need somebody repelling on these windows. And my favorite spot is right here, because I can just get an angle like that, come through that doorway, come through connector, I see it, come through here, I see it. If you're trying, this is normally open, so come through there, I can contest that, I can go back, I can fight, I can repel upside down if I wanted to. I hate repelling upside down, where the hell am I? Okay, I can hold that if I wanted to. So you have options with this window. And then with that, a lot of times you may want a Capital to be right here, because Capital, with this normally being open, get your smokes ready, check it with your gun, okay, we're ready to plant, alright, go into cover, crossbow out, smoke there, or smoke right about there, come in, smoke there, and now you've cut off the 2 areas you can actually come from. And that's kind of how you do an admin take. Now, the one issue with this is if somebody's playing below, you're gonna have to actually contest that. However, because I mean, the entire floor is soft. But for that, have someone come play however the hell you want. Maybe you want to hold it from around here to stop the plants. Maybe you need to come further in, depending on where the plant's going down. Maybe you're swinging. Maybe you just throw a drone down. Doesn't really matter. Anyway, that's kind of the admin take. Now, it's a pain to clear out admin office. It's something you need practice at. I suck at it, so I don't like doing it too much. But now, I need to kill myself twice. so that I can... I'm gonna kill myself so that I can show you the console take since...
All friendlies have been eliminated.
But it's... Admin take is just a pain in the ass to do. It's one where if you can't play Windows effectively, it's hard. And it's... I mean, it just sucks to take admin. I hate it. I really do. Most of the time, the way that I do it is if the... Basically, if the enemy team is using... It sends
Secure
two
the
people
area.
over...
Keep the bombs protected.
Normally, there's... Normally, the enemy, the defenders, they're gonna send their teams to. They're gonna stack up on one side. They're not just
Keep an eye
going
out for
to.
Op 4 attempting to defuse your bomb.
Normally, this kills me in just one try, but normally they're gonna. I'm just gonna wait for this zap to go down. There we go. Okay, so normally they're gonna stack up on one side, either on the console side or the admin side. Usually not both. Then another thing you could do for the admin tag is you could theoretically send a buck in from below, but that's risky. But it is what it is. What it is. Admin is a pain in the ass to take. Do it how you can. Anyway, normally teams will stack up on one side, not on both. So you can during your droning phase, you can say, okay, where are they? Are they? Oh shit! I need to run grenades. Oh well, it's fine. You'll understand. But you
10 seconds.
normally teams stack up on one side. They either stack up console or they stack up admin.
5 seconds.
And it's very rarely both. And
Your mission is to locate
with
and
the
defuse
admin,
bomb.
both takes rely, in my opinion, on the speed at which you do them. Just because it takes time. I mean, if you can rotate around and stack up, then the defense becomes pretty. The defense upstairs becomes stronger. However, if you can kind of find the chink in the armor, then you can weaken it. Now, for console take, you need to have people playing on the windows. For this, you need either a Nomad or Claymore there, and you need a Nomad or Claymore here. Really, I mean, two common runouts. You need to make sure that they are covered. Then you're gonna have somebody rappelling up here, applying a bit of pressure. However, their job mainly isn't to actually be applying pressure just yet. Or really to be taking fights. It's just to say, yeah, I'm here. You can't rotate around freely. Pay attention to me. And during that time, now if you have a Capital, this works pretty well. You need to clear out yellow stairs. So as Capital, you can firebolt right there. Once you shoot this open, remember, you always have to shoot open the glass. You can firebolt right there and right there. You're going to have to drone, and that will burn out anyone playing yellow stairs. During this time, you want you want somebody to be coming up yellow stairs, and this is a hard fight to... This is something that you want... It's hard to deal with, and it's kind of the reason why you rely on speed, because you have to deal with maybe someone's inside a piano, maybe somebody's inside of just playing around here. But now, where are they playing here? Are they playing here? Are they playing there? Where are they playing? Because there's a significant difference between taking this fight versus taking this fight versus taking this fight versus taking a shotgun fight right here versus somebody sitting right here. So this is kind of why you have to have someone up here to cancel out this position, as well as you can then have someone you can then have with just being burned out, the person, they either run here, at which point great, you cleared out yellow stairs, or they try and run down, at which point whoever's coming up can gun them. But once yellow stairs is kind of what you need to establish. So once that's done, you need to, I'd say you really want to have like a Nomad right here, so that you can just kind of hold here, because this person's job is to basically play passively. So with this, you have Capital up top, ready to burn shit. You have somebody, maybe Ash, doesn't matter, Sledge, doesn't matter, coming upstairs. You then have somebody, doesn't matter, playing the windows. Normally, whoever has the diffuser should go there, because that's where you're rappelling in from. Then you want somebody rappelling bathroom. because if there's a rotate hole right here and you're clearing out yellow stairs, they can catch the person off guard. And then if this wall is soft, maybe it's a buck, can come in here. And now, the thing is, if you put this all together, this person can see into here. Okay, that's soft, you can shoot in through there. Now you can't play, you can also shoot here. Now you can't play connector. You can't play here because of the windows, the bathroom, and the yellow stairs lost. Capital can now go rappel down here alongside these players. So you have two people here, one bathroom, one yellow stairs, and with that, Capital can smoke there and there, which will then allow someone to swing in through the windows. Personally, I mean, really, it's a gamble. If they're ready for it, or they can stop it in some way, then it can't work against you. But with the smokes and you can rappel in, bomb plant goes down roughly right here. This is relatively the default spot. If, say, this got smoked, you can move over here. Problem is this, you have to be aware that this angle exists. You never want to be really just running up here. However, if necessary, maybe plant behind the reinforcement. Really strange to do that, though. But normally, this is the default plant spot. And it's something that just takes team coordination. But that is kind of how you do a console take. Now, you could theoretically walk a thermite up the stairs. Open up this. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Okay. Yeah, sure. Hold on, let me find the vault. But you could walk a thermite up the stairs. Smoke right around here or right there. Thermite this open. Come in, and now you're in. You don't have to rappel in, but that's kind of old school. It's more just people just rappelling through the windows, hoping for the best. And that's just the way it works. And that's kind of do a console take. It's a lot simpler, but it's also, in my opinion, a lot easier to counter. Just because if you can't take yellow stairs, this angle exists there. If you can't take yellow stairs, you're screwed. If you can't force somebody who's playing out of here to move, and they can just keep on playing yellow stairs effectively, then it's hard to. It's really just you have to get the picks you need. You need to make sure you can clear out here and yellow stairs, and once that's done, you can go for the plant if you're applying enough pressure into objective. Now, it could just be throwing grenades or something. It could, I mean, not grenades, but flashbangs. But then, let's say you don't have Capital, he's banned or something, you can use grenades. There's a few different ways you can do it. You need to drone yellow stairs. Drone, and you will already be better than Cloud9 from APAC. I'm not even joking. It's a joke. You can come here. So let's just shoot that lamp. So if you threw this right about here, do not hit this lamp. Hit anywhere or besides the lamp. Well, momentum goes there, lands about here. You could probably actually kill someone. You know, I think if you could actually get it to land right there, you would actually kill everybody playing in yellow stairs. Figure out how to make it land right about there or so. That general area, you may be able to kill everyone here. So just something to, figure out. Then with that, yeah, really that's just another way. It's just something you have to practice. And with that, I'm now going to go into the basement defense. Once I kill myself.
We have been eliminated.
So basement defense relies on roamers. If you don't have roamers, you're screwed. And I'll show you why when I'm showing you how to attack. But really it just comes down to you need roamers. Wait, this is cafeteria garage, yes. Okay, really you need maybe you need a mute or a bandit. If they're running Thatcher, then don't bother, just because you're not gonna do shit. Then with what is it? Yeah, I mean you're not, if they're running that, then you can't do much. You reinforce those 3 walls there. you reinforce the middle panel there. I
5
like
seconds.
having a rotate hole here,
Op 4 has yet to locate a bomb.
rotate hole here. So with that, you have 3 reinforcements there. Number 4 goes in the middle of this wall. Number 5 goes on that hatch. Number 6 goes on that hatch. And you're good. Those are basically the reinforcements you need. Now, to actually play it, it becomes a lot more difficult than that. Now for kind of just little maestro cams. Really? I like having mine higher. That one there. I very rarely put any in the back because 90% of the time, 95% of the time, they come from here. So, this one, I can shoot the feet of people outside. Just to show you. Rolling behind the van, well that's nice. I'm gonna zap, 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 zap my way to victory. And then the other one, if they run in, you know they run in. You know if they're behind black, behind white, by the pillar. If they're planting there, you have you're getting a lot of info. Problem is, the more you see, the more they can see. Now, for the actual setup, so first, I like having, basically, if you can ban, you almost never ban a trick just because it's hard. A good team can get rid of it, and I'll kind of show you how later. But I like this pixel peek. So I like having someone hold here up until the garage is destroyed. They then can fall back, kind of play here or so until they have to fall back more, at which point they have to fall back here. Then Smoke and Maestro are good for this because Smoke can throw smokes through here and have them land right about there, which stops the black car plant as well as the white car plant. Combine that with Maestro, you're good. With Maestro, you're rocking the LMG. You can run over here. You can now fight yellow stairs. You can fight outside since you can get an angle like this. That's kind of how you hold it. Then a third person would be holding the back. They can be playing around this area. They may be barbed wire on the stairs. Barbed wire stairs, maybe it's a Legion, so he has goose. Maybe he's playing around this Harry Potter area. Now he can swing here, he can swing up here, do whatever he wants, doesn't really matter. But that's kind of how you hold it. You have the, and then if necessary, well, what's this? No pressure coming from Visa. All right, I can now run upstairs. And then for the roamers, you just need good roamers. If you don't have good roamers, then you're fucked. You can't just hold downstairs and hope for the best. So with that, you have to, the roamers, the way I like to roam on this site is to have someone who has a shotgun or impacts, preferably a shotgun because it wastes less utility. Comes up here, opens up that one, reinforces the hatch, comes over here, opens up that, reinforces hatch, goes back downstairs. Now, if they are if it's an alibi or a Mozzie, then they could actually come over here as well. However, this normally takes a bit too long, but if you can do it, then great. You can open up this hatch, because I love this angle. Very rarely do people actually check it. As well as you can open up that for there. Then, what's this? Okay, they're coming in through the windows. I fuck off. Doesn't matter how, but you fuck off. Then you can go shoot as you're moving, come over here. What's that? They're trying to come in through main lobby. Okay, look for picks, look for picks. I have no reason to drop, so I don't. What's this? I'm relatively hidden from most of the windows here. Someone tries to repel in here, shoot them down. What's this? They're trying to apply pressure around B, so okay. They're trying to apply pressure above B. Here I am. I'm just looking for picks, looking for picks. What's that? They're watching hatches now. Okay, I can either walk down yellow, I can go and I can do this. Don't ever jump off. It's just gonna make a shit ton of noise. Just go slow. Walk down the stairs if you need to. I can check here like this. What's this? They're pushing from the back. Okay. Walk down the stairs. Walk down the stairs. Is everyone dead? No. Okay. Play calm. Check my angles. Check my angles. Check my angles. What's this? Nobody is there. Okay, play patient, play patient, play patient. What's this? They're going for the push, swing, kill, run away. Now they're worried about me. So it's kind of just you start at the top, work your way down, hope to get some kills. If not, oh well. And yeah, that is the basics of holding the garage. It's really... Oh, my cameras are downstairs. It's really... in my opinion, it just comes down to the roamers more than anything. Because... Oh, and then... That's right. I forgot to do this. If they say, okay, we couldn't clear out the roamers, fuck it, let's just go for a plant by white van. Alright. What do? We drop down, we come with our impacts. What's this? Looking for picks, looking for picks. Is he there? No. Is he planting over here? No. Okay. What's this? He's planting behind white. Okay. Okay, great. Alright, they're still trying to go for the plants, but we can't get an angle. Alright. Come down, check the angle here because people may hold that, they may hold that. They may just be repelling like that. Then check here, default there. Maybe jump if you want to, maybe clear pipes, do what you want. Doesn't matter, but you're good. That's kind of how you have to hold here. And then with that, where are my cams? Here they are. That's kind of how you hold it. Now, how you take it. So, basically, you combine the admin and the console push, and you just repel in wherever the defenders are not. So you have roamers. Are they holding an admin? Yes. Okay, go repel in console. If they're holding in console, you repel into admin. So basically, if the roamers are around here, you repel in here. If the roamers are here, repel in here. That's all it is. It's really that. It's that simple. You work your way down. It's nothing really too hard. It's more just find the chink in the roamers, because you can't invest 5 roamers. If you do, then just go bum rush site.
10 seconds.
And then
5 seconds to insertion.
That's good. So let's say you do the roam clear. Once again, something you just have to practice. It can be something as simple as put 1 person there, 2 on the double windows, 2 on the archives windows over there. Drone yourselves in. Say, okay, where are they? Where are they? Are they in admin? No. Repel in. Are they in console? No. Repel in. Make sure the upstairs is clear. Then just work your way down. And that is how you cut off rooms. Then, once you have control of the upstairs, this is where Nomad... Okay, then I need to show you this one angle for the Visa stairs. Is this it? No. Okay, where is this angle? Because that is that room. I don't remember where this angle is. Here we go. Here's the Visa stairs. So they try and walk up it, you can gun them down all the way up from the 3rd floor. But you really need to make sure you have... I heard music, that was unexpected. But normally you want to have 1 person around here, making sure nobody actually comes up. Maybe you put a Nomad right there, because you can put it right here. They're not going to be looking for it. They come over, they get hit, bam, easy kill. Then you get the ability to go for a late flank, as well as normally there's a rotate hold. You can just hold an angle, wait for them to go through it, get a kill. Then Nomad charge up there. Nomad is very strong on Consulate, by the way. And then once you're here, you can then go and begin. You can open up garage, or you can send Thermite and Thatcher to open up the garage over here originally, and then have them go repel up here. However, it doesn't really matter. There's a bandit tricking. Don't worry about opening it up just yet, because you'll get to that later. But with that, you basically do the roam clear, and you get someone on yellow stairs watching the flank. You make sure that there's a Nomad on the door or something, and you make sure that somebody's watching the Visa flank. Then you can send Thermite and Thatcher outside to do their job, and from there, Buck comes in, can go right about here, open up this, you can no longer bandit trick as well. Window here. You can repel in and just do the exact same thing with an ash. Then there are common areas you hold here. This one gets you behind white van. Actually, is that one of the... No. This is the one I'm looking for. People hiding behind box as well as the rotate hole.
You located a bomb.
This is the doorway of the kitchen. You can watch the rotate hole of kitchen through that one. Normally you don't have to worry about that one. This is kind of the important... Really, this one and this one are the most important ones. Then you also, from here, can look at the pillar. Can't play there anymore. You can now look at pipes. So you really, with this, you can clear out most of the garage because once bandit's gone, this becomes open. You can't sit anywhere around here. Well, if you want to sit behind here, then you can't. I mean, someone drones it, make sure Buck knows about it. He comes in from above. This person's going to fuck off. Then, okay, what's this? They're going to try and hold behind here. Or you can literally just have someone run in and just gun this guy down. Where wall gets open, you run in, and you just make sure you don't do it like Vitality does. And I will show you what that means once I'm done with this. But what's this? They're holding here. Can't. What's this? They're holding here. Can't. Fell back here. Can't. Fell back here. Can, but no real active angle on the planter, so it's fine. Then can't hold around here. Maybe they fell back here. Can't. They now have to kind of just maybe play inside of here, just hope for the best. But really, this is why you cannot actively hold inside of garage. You have to be applying some roamers. It really just comes down to, do the roamers get kills or not? If no, then you probably lose. And now I will show you what I mean by the don't do it like Vitality does. It's fucking hilarious what they do. Let's see. DreamHack Valencia Day 1. Alright, chat the replay because I don't give a fuck. Alright, here we go. By the way, I would say don't watch this game if you actually want to learn Consulate. Cloud9, I mean, their attacks are atrocious. They really are. And they rely on just aggression on the defense. So you would learn nothing. You would hurt yourself by watching this team, in all honesty. And somewhat harsh, but also somewhat true. Okay, 2 minute 56, fantastic.
We'll just have to see what they want to try and do with this roam game. Push coming in towards yellow stairs to start things out for Vitality. One hanging off.
Right, so I say don't run in like Vitality does.
So you can see there with the sledge probably playing more on towards that aggressive play style, looking towards garage for everyone else though. You can see the initial setup, all the reinforcements coming through. They should get this open nice and quick here. Literally within the open tour.
Like
what
that.
are you doing, Qual?
Yeah, I just found that hilarious. Now the thing is, this is kind of their first LAN. Probably just some first round shakes or so. It happens. Doesn't really mean much. It was just Qual fucked up. He realizes it. He laughs it off. In the end, he does pretty well in the game, I think. Let's see, how did they do in the long run actually?
Gunfight just yet. BB will peek out from anti.
Here we go. Qual, actually 5 and 9, not the best, but support roles doesn't really mean much. I mean, like 15, 13 kills, really good there. But with that is kind of how you play the garage and how you kind of attack garage. So, oh my god. Yeah, I put my health at like 200 just so I could tank shit. I don't know why I did that. I feel like that was a mistake. But anyway, it is what it is. Then I will now show you a middle floor. Yeah, I'll show you the first floor defense for first floor lobby press room. With that, let's see where I want to go. Gotta make sure I'm something I can kill myself with. But
Protect the bombs.
this is a top-down defense where
10
here,
seconds
let's just talk about reinforcements first. So 2 there, 1 there.
5 seconds to
There's
insertion.
3. Number
You must protect your bombs from being defused by Op 4.
really, it's those 3. You may want to reinforce some of this wall. I don't know. Your choice. Maybe you want to have a mirror there. And really, you have almost no reinforcements here. But with that, you make sure the hatches are open. You need to play above. And with that, basically, you need to play above. You need to make sure somebody can be actively contesting here. Make sure nobody can run up the yellow stairs. Maybe it's just a Legion mine there. You need to make sure that nobody can come in through admin office, because you need to hold the top floor control if you want to hold this side, in my opinion. This is probably the weakest of my 3 defensive sites, by the way. So, yeah, it really is. So, it would be better to go and watch Pro League games from Europe and figure out, or North America, and figure out how they hold it. So, with that, this is the angle I love. Main reason. Is this. But this is really just you gotta play it better than your opponents do. And I'd say put 4 people upstairs, 1 person on site. Possibly have some kill holes above, but they really won't do you too much good in the long run. It's just something that if... also, you may want to have the bottom of this shotgunned out. Play it like you played yellow stairs, so if somebody does try and repel in, then you can get them. But really, it's just... it comes down to how the attackers attack. If they... if they read that you're just defending upstairs, then they could theoretically just open up those windows as well as this window. Have Capital smoke, then just repel in through here. Have the bomb go down wherever you want it. I'd say never have it go down right about here, just because getting the angle on the diffuse... I'm not sure exactly if you can get an angle on the planter, on the diffuser, or how easy it is if they're right here, or if they can long arm it. It's better just to have it somewhere a little bit away from windows, so you know for a fact they cannot be in cover, and just possibly just a pixel is what fucks you over. But most of the time, people aren't going to read into we can just repel in and plant. So, but if they do, you may want to have a smoke here, or a mirror, and smoke can throw smokes there. You have a mirror. You have a mirror, you can theoretically put it right here and look at that. It really just depends. It's something you gotta work on. Yeah, really, Consulate is not one of my stronger maps, so the strategies for the middle floor is kind of lost on me. Whenever I'm here, I try more just to go for a roaming setup, and yeah, that's all I really do. I just go for a roaming setup and hope for the best. Really? Okay.
Mission failed.
But
all friendlies have been neutralized.
yeah, it's really... it just comes down to what the enemy is doing. If they're just trying to push site without roam clearing, then you may want to have a second person on site and 3 above. If they're attacking above first, put 4 up there. Just try and react however you can. Be ready to drop down if you need to. Be ready to do runouts. And then to attack it, you attack it the same way you do console. Well, actually, the same way you do a downstairs. Same when you do a downstairs attack, you do the upstairs attack,
Need to use your drone to locate a bomb.
where you just look for chinks in the armor, and wherever they are, you go
10
somewhere else.
seconds before insertion. 5 seconds to go. A bomb must be located.
But really, it's nothing. The attack, like if they're in admin, go console. If they're in console, go admin. The main thing is you want to make sure that they're not playing above here. The bathroom you can deal with. You can. Sometimes that's reinforced, but you can't shoot in through there.
You located a bomb.
And you can do that all the way from outside. But really, it just comes down to this kind of a map where you have to. It's kind of the map where once you get inside, I'd say it's an attacker-sided map, but until then, it's defender-sided. And it comes down more just to can you kind of find the weakness of the defense, and that's really all it comes down to. So for this, the way I like doing it is you put one person outside here somewhere. Their main goal is just apply a little bit of pressure, then maybe open up this window over here, then chunk a drone, get to cover. Okay. Oh no, I hit that. Then you can start droning out. Okay, now you help drone out the console. So drone here, drone there, this is clear, this is clear. That's clear. Nobody's hiding my desk, clear there. Right, top yellow stairs is clear based off of that. Bathroom clear. Check long desk, just see if someone's playing there. Then just make sure nobody's playing yellow stairs. Then if it's all clear, console repel in. They repel in, then you go, during this time, admin may say, okay, there's someone over here. So they just apply pressure on the windows while you drone, while the other two people back you up. So you come over here, you re-drone this, make sure it's clear, checking things, all right. You make sure that somebody is holding the Visa flank. So one person comes here, one person's going long desk, you're getting ready to pinch. Then person's following this drone, you're clearing the piano. Give it a second so that you can clear out here, come back in, check corners, make sure nobody's holding there, drone people out, and really just give information, and if you can get pigs, you get pigs, if you can't, you lose. That's kind of how Consulate works, where as a defender, I think that if you can play passive up until the point you force them to repel in, and then you catch them off guard, that's kind of a strength you can have. And if they can't roam clear, if they can't drone correctly, if they just rely on random aggression, then it's not going to help them a bunch. And this is, in all honesty, kind of seen in the I don't want to talk about it. It's going to talk about the Cloud9 Vitality game, but it's really just it just annoyed me, that game. Anyway, this is Consulate. It's a very, very basic intro, and there's a lot more that goes into it than what I went into. However, this is kind of a basis for what you can do. And it's just something that this is what you're going to have to learn, and you're going to have to go and adapt to what you do. I prefer having a very basic strategy and going from there. Let's see. Yeah, there. Oh, come on. I don't know what this game was.
Coastline being the decider, I hope Empire have learned their lessons from any problems they had on Coastline yesterday. But of course, Noah Rango are going to be looking for those same practices. These bans are going to be so crucial to how this map plays out.
This is from 4 months ago. I don't know if Waka's still in. Yeah, Waka's still in, okay.
Could be up to kind of a coin toss of sorts for the first two as both teams look to
But with
see
this is an
what kinds
admin
of things
push,
they can get
so
away with. That's when you start
on the windows,
the limits.
someone's droning,
But much like a child, often going to get told no and smacked down very hard. If
nobody's in. Ash ACOG. Remove the ACOG and the win rate goes up because all the people who can't play with hollows gets off of her.
Joystick, of course, going to be the one to test that with his typical
Devs weren't ready for that.
something we saw.
But I want to see. Ooh, I think I remember actually. If we go to Empire Lestream, Empire versus Lestream on Consulate.
A tie for Lestream is a victory here.
Dokkaebi, and I think what makes a true a Dokkaebi player on Consulate, even more. So
Really fast, and that's something that comes from the admin side of things. Usually what you'll have is exactly this. Joystick will go on repel. He'll just simply drone on in, wait and see with Karzek on another window.
But this is kind of the team that I would look at because they are very simple in their strategies. And this is from 4 months ago, I think. Actually, no, maybe this is from January 26th. So from like 6-7 months ago. And the thing is, I don't think they've actually changed their strategy from that time with how they attack. Let's look. Empire Consulate. 4 months, 5 months, 5 months, 3 months, 2 months, 1 month. I really don't think that they've changed their strategy that much. They are a very simple team, but they are one of the most dominant teams that's actually come through Siege. They, if we look at the Liquipedia standings, they were actually, I'm not even sure if they were defeated. I think they were defeated once in Pro League Season 9 to Europe Season 9. No, they were defeated twice. Who the hell defeated them twice? Tell me, lost to Lestream, I know about that one. And they lost to Penta. Where did they lose? On Oregon. Okay. But they were the top team from Europe. They went 10-2 with 2 ties. And they're really just a very dominant team, but they're very simple in what they do. They just do it so effectively that it's very hard to stop. And due to that, it's in my opinion, they're a great team to watch and learn from because they're not trying to do anything fancy. They just have a very basic attack strategy that they have a very good execution with. A lot of teams, they try and have a fancy strategy and then they mess up the execution of it in some way. If I look at if I remember correctly, here, I want to see. There was a game, I think, today from, if I remember, Penta versus FaZe. Still Penta versus Chaos. Is this it? Yes, okay. So with this, first round comes in.
Will be stop here for baseline.
Oof. That was blast. Track stingers, they all start from
Really, this is
run out of CC.
This is kind of one of those pocket strats. It's one of the it's a strategy, but it's a messed up execution from Penta for multiple reasons.
Trying to cover from the balcony, make sure no one can push up, but here come all the smokes, drones, gridlocks, track stingers, they all start bombarding into sight. Unit with a one tap on a block.
Here's Sir Boss. He gets lit up a bunch. They have their bomb planter going in and fragging instead of just staying back and planting.
The trade from Sir Boss.
They have sight control. Plant can go down, but Sir Boss got hit by some bullets, low HP, then gets smoked, dies.
Inside of the toxic smoke, 2 for FaZe. Now swings back
and so it kind of just messed up for Penta, even though they took map control very quickly. It wasn't necessarily a bad strategy. They just had a bad execution of it because it was a more It wasn't really a simple strategy. If they had just taken console, I mean, if they had taken security, then they open up the wall. Actually, I think it was maybe softer, so it doesn't really matter. But they open up the wall more, throw a grenade in here, just kill anyone there, smoke, gridlock, plant, they win. That's kind of, it's a failed execution. It's not necessarily a bad strategy, but a lot of times it's better just to have one good execution that can't be stopped. And so I think Empire's a great team to learn from for that. Anyway, with that, I'm gonna end it. I will try to, I don't know what I'm gonna try and do. I want to try and get a couple of just basic tutorials for each of the maps, attacks and defense, like 2 IQ defenses and attacks, just to give a basic idea. Because once you have a basic idea, it makes the map it makes most maps a lot easier. And then if you really want to learn it, I'd say just go watch Empire. They have very basic strategies. They use the exact same one every time. It works because they're just very good at the execution of it. Anyway, hope this helps, and I'm gonna get off for the night.